We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Hurry, hurry. Ready,
they'll run. It's Kenneth Walker to about the 35, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes second and 5.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a pretty good burst there as he get this across midfield and down to the 46. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Well, first down screen pass, good for 5. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Nix from the shotgun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Nix to the air. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me...
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun, it's Walker. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 tight, 19 tight.
At the Broncos' 23-yard
2nd and 14. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
7 Pirates, Mustang 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Myers' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Dragon 60. Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
Back to throw again. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Bulldozes past him, and he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Ready. 180. Behind. Kill.
Throwing Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
From the contact.
The Broncos at a woeful 1-12 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Ready. Olay.
To throw is Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Olay. Captain.
Here's Nix. That is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton with career touchdown number 60. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Looks good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Broncos 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Mustang 19. Panther 11. Cup 19. Cup 19. Warrior 17.
Looking to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28.
Gain of 10 yards.
Grab him 60. Come on, come on. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton, 28 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Kickoff for Seattle.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. A strong running. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
To throw, here's Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 56 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Nix. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Captain. Bombers. Olay.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Leads to 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun is Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Michael Dixon to kick off for
So they
Seattle.
throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Hold on, son. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete.
16 more on that one and another first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harvey.
From the 41, here's second down at 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks 41-yard line.
Bombers.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
18, 5 in. 19, light.
On play action, they'll throw. Going up top. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Seahawks have got it on cruise control.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever...
This is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
39 yards there, a big one. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Olay, olay, olay! Olay, olay, olay! Captain, 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 captain! Bombers, bombers, bombers!
Back to throw. Nix. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Boye Mafe has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Olay, olay, olay! Olay, olay, olay!
Operating from the gun, Nix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go! Shot!
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
19 tight. Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready, ready.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here it's Panther 11. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw here. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Get up.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Nix to the air. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Ready, break.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. He's on his way. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Nix from the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever.
Motion. I'm coming. Show.
Looking to throw. Nix. He's going to go up top again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a couple.
Get it!
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
A quick hitter complete. It's Lopez. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
A 3-yard pickup.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7.
Hold on, son. Ready. Ready, son. Captain.
Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Bombers.
To throw is Nix. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Boye Mafe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready. Punch left.
They're going. It's Nix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for
The
Seattle.
kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Hold on, son. Ready. 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 Away, away, away. Away, away, away.
Here's Nix. He finds his man, complete. That's Lopez. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Hey, we're going good.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's Lopez. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Oh, what's up? Chill. Hey, Hey, kill. Captain.
Nix looking to throw again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the rough season continues as they plunge to 1-13. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.